Good day, especially to you, Ma'am Glide. This is my video presentation about the Module 7, Erickson's Psychosocial Theory of Development, and the Module 8 of Kohlberg's Stages of Moral Development. So, in the theory of Erik Erikson, the psychosocial theory of development. A short background of Erik Erikson was a developmental psychologist who proposed that human development continues throughout the entire lifespan. His theory explains that people experience different psychosocial conflicts or challenges at different stages of life. How a person handles each challenge can influence their personality and future development. Erik Erikson has 8 stages of psychosocial development, beginning in intimacy and infancy and continuing through old age. So, first stages of the psychosocial development of Erik Erikson, the appropriate is infancy. The psychosocial conflict, trust and mistrust. Children learn whether the world is safe and whether they can trust people who care for them. Stage to early childhood, autonomy versus shame and doubt, and psychosocial conflict. Children develop independence by doing things on their own. Stage 3, the preschool. The psychosocial conflict has initiative versus guilt. The children became more active, curious, and willing to start activities. The stage 4 is school age, um, industry versus and inferiority. Children develop confidence by learning skills and successfully completing. Now, stage 5, the adolescence, identity versus role confusion. The young people explore who they are and what they want to become. The stage 6, young adulthood, intimacy versus isolation. Adults develop meaningful relationship with others. The stage 7 is the middle adulthood, general generativity versus stagnation. Adults contribute to society and help guide the next generation. The last stages, which is the late adulthood, the integrity versus despair. Older adults reflect on their lives and develop a sense of fulfillment or regret. Now, Erik Erikson's theory tells us that people face different challenges as they grow. If these challenges are handled positively, a person develops important strength such as trust and independence, confidence and integrity, and wisdom. Okay? Then, now the example involving a child. Example, a grade 6 student is assigned to present a report in front of the class. At first, the student is afraid that the presentation might not be good enough. However, the teacher give encourage allow the student to practice and recognize the student's effort. After successfully completing the presentation, the student become more confident and in his or her abilities. So that is an example. Now, this example demonstrates the industry versus inferiority. And Erickson's in the fourth stage, school age children develop a sense of competence when they successfully accomplish tasks. Encourage and positive experience can help children feel capable instead of feeling inferior. Okay? So, that is the example. Now, as a future teacher, or how we can apply this theory of Erikson down. As a future teacher, you can apply Erikson theory by creating excuse me, classroom where students feel safe, supported, supported, respected, and capable. Okay, So, now, what did I learn about this theory of as Eric Erikson? Now, most important that I learned this theory from Erikson theory is that the children emotional and social experiences can greatly affect their development. A child needs more academic instruction that also need encouragement, acceptance, and opportunities to become independent and confident. Now, this is important as a future teacher, or I as a future teacher, because I need to understand that students develop uh, different stages and have different emotional needs. I should not only focus on their grades but also help them build confidence, independence, and also a positive sense of identity. Now, let's proceed the module 8, which is the uh, theory of Lawrence Culverts. Now, a brief background of Lawrence Culverts about the theory of moral development. Lawrence Culverts was an American psychologist who studied how people uh, develop their understanding of right and wrong. He believed that moral development occurs through different stages as a person's ability to reason about moral situations become more complex. Okay, now Colbert proposed three levels and six stages moral development. So, first level of the theory of Lawrence, the free conventional morality. At this level, the children usually make decisions based on punishment, rewards, and personal interest. And the stage 1 of this first level is the obedience and punishment orientation. A person follows rules mainly to avoid punishment. Example, a child does not cheat because the teacher might punish them. Okay? The stage 2 is the individualism and a chance. A person makes decision based on personal belief, a benefit or reward. The example of this in this stage 2 is a child helps a classmate because they expect that her or his classmate to help them later. So, nagapa siya og rewards or the benefits. The next is the level 2, which is uh, the conventional morality. At this level, a person considers social relationship, expectation, roles, and laws. The stage 3, good interpersonal relationships. A person behaves well to gain approval and maintain good relationship with other. Example, a student helps a classmate because they want to be seen as a good friend. Okay? Now, stage 4, maintaining social order. A person follows rules because they believe rules are necessary for society. Example, a student follows classroom rules because they believe everyone should follow because maintain uh, follows the rules to maintain order. Okay? So, the level 3 is the conventional morality. At this level, a person develop a deeper understanding of social principles, rights, fairness, and justice. And stage 5, the social contract and individual rights. A person understands that laws are important but can be changed when they are unfair or no longer serve people's rights. Example, a person understands that laws are important but can change when they are unfair or no longer serves people's rights. Example, a person chooses to, to defend someone who is being treated unfairly even when doing so many have negative consequences. Okay? So, that are the social contract of individual rights. Now, the stage 6, I mean, example of the social contract individual rights is the person believe that a role should be changed and unfairly harms a particular group of people. The stage 6 is the universal ethical principles. A person makes moral decisions based on deeply held principles such as justice, equality, and human integrity. The example of this are the person chooses to defend someone who is being treated unfairly even when doing so many have negative consequences for them. Okay? So, the example of this theory, a child sees a classmate cheating during a test. The child decides not to be cheat because the teacher has clearly said that cheating is not allowed and students who cheat may receive a consequence. A consequence. Okay? That is the example of this theory. Then, as a future teacher, I my application of this theory of Lawrence Kohlberg's history by providing students with opportunities to think about moral situation and explain the reason for choosing an action. Now, now the the example of this or how the child can involve of this theory. This example, uh, let's back. The example of this is demonstrate the it's stage 1, which is the obedience and punishment orientation. The child decision is based mainly on avoiding punishment rather than a deeper understanding of why honesty is morally important. That's why as a kani children mature, their moral reasoning to become more advanced. They may eventually follow rules because they understand their importance to fairness, relationship, and society. That's why my application of this is as a future teacher can apply the theory of Lawrence by providing students with opportunities to think about the moral situation and explain the reason for choosing an action. Now, as a teacher, we we need also to have a deep uh that what we call that knowledge about this. So if we or I as a teacher, we see that like this, that you see your close friend copying other student then answer during a test, what would you do? Okay, so like this situation, students can discuss their answers and explain their reasoning. Now, the teacher should not simply tell students which answer is correct. Instead, the teacher can ask questions such as, why do you think that is right thing to do? What might happen to the what do you call that? Uh, to the other students? Is the role unfair if we uh, what we call that, if we not follow the role of our room or the classroom, that not copying others. Okay, so that's the example of this theory. Now, the most important thing that I learned about this theory of theory of Lawrence. Now, I learned from this theory of Lawrence Kohlberg is that the moral development is not only about knowing what is right or wrong, it is also about understanding why an action is right or wrong. Now, this is important for me as a future teacher because student will face different situations that require them to make responsible decisions. I should help students develop their ability to think critically about fairness, responsibility, honesty, and respect rather than simply telling them what to do. That's all my presentation about the theory of Erikson and the theory of Lawrence Culver's. That's all, and thank you and God bless.